This is the last Eyescream beauty box. Hey guys, Madeline Rowe here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I know the hair is giving quail. I can't do anything about it. Also, I don't know if you hear my neighbor's dogs barking because they're always barking. So if so, ignore that. I'm sorry. I can't make the dog stop. But for today's video, I'm reviewing my last Eyescream beauty box. This is the beauty box for December. After that, we're moving on to Witch Casket, which I've kind of already been reviewing. And that will be our like 2025 subscription box. But this is the last one, and I'll give like my overall just review of it. So I don't know what happened. Normally this has like a little piece of paper in it that tells you what all you have and how much it costs. I'm gonna be honest, I've been moving, so I think that paper got lost in the move, but I do have all the products because I went ahead and like opened everything, because a lot of the times I'm sitting here struggling trying to get stuff opened on camera and it just trying to bypass the middleman. But I do have all of the products. I just don't have that sheet, so I can't tell you how much stuff costs. If I decide to like go and find out, I'll put it right beside it, but like I probably won't because I'm lazy. But so one of the things is Creme de la Cube. It's this. It is like an eye cream basically. Looks like that. Kind of has like a BB cream almost tint to it, which is very interesting. I have went ahead and like primed my face and moisturized, and that's about all I've done. As you can see from my acne spots, which if you've been here a while, this is probably one of the better looks of my skin. I've struggled with like cystic acne my entire life. Ever since I was like maybe in 5th grade, I feel like that's when it started getting really bad, or 4th or 3rd. It was definitely like pre-middle school, so that like really sucked. I remember being in middle school and putting on like basically a full face, because even if I didn't wear makeup, because you know, you're elementary school, not really wearing makeup at that time, but even if I didn't wear makeup, my skin was still so bad, so I just started wearing it to cover it, which I know like is a cycle that feeds itself. Like your skin gets worse with makeup, but like this is what we got so far. It's a lot of like scarring. I don't have anything new yet, because I probably will after today, because I'm fixing to like, we just had like a tornado. It was weird. But I'm fixing to have to go in the rain and get more of my stuff from my other apartment. So I'm fixing to be out in like that weird weather. So that's gonna be fun. Whatever is going on out there, it's gonna like do whatever to this. We have the Trifle Cosmetics Pavlova palette. This is a blush and bronzing palette, and highlight. These are the shades. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this was part of like a choose two type thing, because I feel like this is kind of darker. I think the bronzer would be fine. There is a bit of like a sheen. This doesn't really feel like a bronzer to me. All of these have like a little bit of highlight to them, which once they go on the face, it might not be that bad, but those all look like highlighter moments. And then you have like those all are reflective. And then this one like little peachy thing that's not reflecting. So I don't like my bronzers to reflect. I like a very matte bronzer. This is what I have been using. And I'm not a big fan of the Revolution makeup. But this is what I've been using. It is really dark, so I like really like use a little bit of it and blend it to high hell, because I'm just not. And then I use like a cream contour as well. And that kind of together works for me. I'm gonna try the palette, but the fact they reflect make me very nervous. So at the most, I'm definitely gonna try this blush, probably this highlighter, and I feel like this bronzer would be really good for me. I just don't know how I feel about the rest of them in here. I feel like these two are good highlighters, these little shades. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It looks more matte on camera. Like on camera, these are obviously reflecting, so like a highlighter moment. And then these all look matte, but whenever I swatched this one, it was reflective. So I don't know. I'll have to see how they look on my face and blend it out. But that's what we got. Again, I don't know if this was part of a choose to. I feel like I remember seeing a choose to because sometimes there will be a choice. But with moving and everything else, I didn't really get a chance to choose. But I could be wrong. That could just been sent to everyone. But I feel like a face palette is something that needs to be a little bit customized because not everybody is the same skin tones. This is the Happy Go Lucky palette by Inslee Rain. That's correct. I have used this. I'm gonna be like 100%. I've been using this. I've been using that little orange shade and this shade and kind of doing like a brown, warm tone smoky eye. And I've just been popping this baby in the corner, and I'm gonna probably do that today as well. And I love it. That is a very easy, simple look for me to do, and I'll do it to work. I'll do it for events. It looks like it's well thought out, and really it's a very easy look. A lot of the looks I do on here are very easy, very like smoky eye rendition. They're very easy because it's like I'm not, for testing a product, I guess I could go all out, do a halo eye, do a bunch of other stuff, but I feel like the smoky eyes are very easy because you get to see how well things blend into each other. Because if you've ever done a smoky eye, like a traditional smoky eye from like the white to black, basically, you know that there's a lot of colors in there that need to be blended together. And if they don't blend together seamlessly, you can obviously tell because there's like separations. And I also like this little color here that is very close to like my eye color or my lid color. So I can like use it to clean up the look. I can use it on the brow bone. Love it. So yes, I have used this. I do like it, but I'm going to show you on camera why I like it. The other thing, this is Bedoya, Bedoya, Bedoya Beauty. Either way, it looks really cool. Look at that. I'm so excited to use this. I have not used this one. But that color, oh, that deep dark color, I can definitely find something to use it for. I'm very curious how it's going to come off on camera. If it's going to be a red, if it's going to be a purple, or just like a really deep pink. Because there's no way that it's this exact color. There's no way. There's always like that's just the deepest color, and then you get like the lighter version of that. That's how it always goes. It's very rare that you get the actual like that deep color like that. I don't know why. It's just I've bought lipsticks and stuff that look like that and they just never do. The packaging of it's very interesting. It's very different than what I normally get. So they have that going for them. It's a very different packaging. And then the last thing, which I'm kind of excited for, is a bunch of eyeshadow brushes. They're very soft. They feel very nice. I have used one because I've used that palette. I like these little, what is it called? Is small blending brushes. I really like these because those are just the ones I gravitate towards the most because I feel like they're the easiest to get in the crease. So yeah, that's what we got. I really like these brushes. I need new brushes, but I'm lazy and don't feel like getting more brushes. So this has been fun getting some brushes. I will go ahead and prime my eye and then I will do the eye look. I didn't think about priming them beforehand, but I should have, so that's on me. Ooh, there we go. I still have some Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. This is like just a holy grail. This is giving 2016. This probably should not be in my makeup anymore. I don't know when I bought this. It's definitely been a few years. Like I should have definitely gotten rid of this at some point, and maybe gotten a new one because I really like it. I've always loved this primer. It is a really good one. I feel like it sets really well. And it's been really hard for me to kind of find a replica of how great this one was. I've tried Urban Decay. I do like the Love Potion eye primer, but it's just not, it's not it, you know? And I've used a few Profusion eye primers, and I do like them as well. But there's just something about this one that I've just absolutely loved. And no, I haven't used it consistently throughout the years because I still have some left, obviously, but you know, I try to use it when I can. Now, I do want to make a note. Eye cream's good. It's not burning. I have very sensitive skin, especially around my eyes. So it hasn't burned. Haven't really noticed anything. Not really sure what it's supposed to do because I lost that little paper that tells me. So I don't know if it's maybe supposed to conceal the under eyes a little bit because it does have a color to it. I don't have very dark under eyes anyway. So whenever I try like under eye brightening creams and stuff, it's very hard for me to kind of form an opinion because my under eyes aren't that dark. I kind of got lucky in that sense whenever I've had literally every other skin problem imaginable, but I don't have very dark under eyes. So I don't know. It didn't really say on the bottle what it's supposed to do, but hey, we used it. Not really noticing anything crazy, not having an allergic reaction to it, so that's a plus in my book. So what we're gonna start with, I'm gonna go ahead and get this color on my brow bone. Looks like nothing's on there. It's identical to my skin color. Love it. Next, we're gonna go in with the Carrot Cake, which is this brown. I don't know if you can see me very well, but I will try to make this work. And it's this very kind of deep brown, and I'm gonna start blending it towards my inner corner. And then once I get it kind of blended out, then I'm gonna go in with that orange. Okay, so it's got a blended out color right there, and I know it looks a little wonky, trust the process. Now we're gonna go in with that orange, kind of like right next to where the brown was. We're gonna blend that forward, and we're gonna put it in the crease. Gonna crease it up, and then where the space is left, that's where we will pop in our glitter. And we have this cool little ombre moment. I went ahead and I took that like skin color and I just blended and shaped a little bit more. Taking that same brown, I'm gonna go underneath and just pack that in. Let it have a little connection moment. And then I'm going to pop in Velveteen, that is this orange, and I'm just gonna put it on the lid. And I always do a little bit up there, and boom, very easy. Go under the eye, and then once I put on foundation and stuff, it'll clean it up. But we have this cool little shimmery shadow moment. Looks like you put a lot of effort into it because it's got a lot going on. It looks very poppin'. But in reality, it's just 3 shadows, and I love it. So I'm gonna do the other side off camera, as well as like my brows, my eyeliner, stuff that I'm not reviewing. There is a little bit of fallout from this palette, but not enough that it really matters. I do like the way that these blend together, and I do like the color story. It's a very simple color story, and it's a lot more nudes and neutrals than I'm used to, but I feel like the pop of the shimmer like glitter really kind of just add another layer to it, and I really like it because it's a very simple palette, a very simple palette. But I'm gonna go off camera, and then whenever I come back, I'll have my base and everything else, and I'm gonna try the blushes and stuff, so we'll see. It'll be a hot minute. So we're back, and this is, I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the pink because I feel like I know what I'm doing with that, at least. It's a very, very light peach. but I think that it's kind of buildable. You can definitely see it. There's something going on. Go ahead and do that to the other side, even her out. I don't know about the bronzer, and I'm very, very, very picky about my bronzer. So I'm very nervous. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna go in with that kind of highlightery bronzer. Okay, let's see what the other one looks like. Okay, that's the one we're gonna be using. Okay, this darker one, that's the one I like. This one feels a little too light. Oh, I like this other one though. Okay. That's what we're using. So I'm gonna use this darker one and just kind of go in where I normally do with almost like a contour. I bronze the same way. I don't normally use this brush, so it feels very weird. Gonna go ahead and do jawline, and then I'll do my nose. I like the bigger bronzer because I feel like I can get more places, because I'll use basically my powder brush and I'll just go ham and just blend as much as I can. I was very skeptical because it didn't look the greatest in the pan, but I think that I actually really like it. This is a really nice color, and I was very surprised because it feels like it has a interesting undertone to it. Like it wouldn't fit my skin, that it might look a little orange or something, but it doesn't. That's wild. I love makeup. I love trying new makeup and being pleasantly surprised. For the last bit, we are using the highlight that's in this palette. I'm using the very lightest one, and my goodness. Okay. The highlighter's highlighting. She's very, very much there. I'm just gonna do it on my normal spots, which is my nose, forehead, and I'm just pressing it on. I'm not even like really smudging it around. Do my chin, Cupid's bow, and then I'll do under here as well, just to kind of highlight that area. And then I'll go back and kind of buff if I feel like it's too bright. I had my other like bronzer and blush and everything on standby because I did not believe that that palette was gonna look good, and it really did, and so I'm very happy about that. Last thing is this. Ooh. Darker colors, it's hard for me to like line my lips because I have a really just very small lip. Definitely my top lip. I want lip filler just for that top lip. But it's a very pretty color. And I do like that it's very, very similar. And it does have more of like a red. So it's actually very close to what it was. I was expecting it to come off more purple, but it's giving kind of a black cherry. I really like this. This is very pretty. No, I can't go out with it today, so I'll probably take it off after this video, but it's very cute. I very much like this color. While I have time, I still never did my hair. I hate that. But I'm gonna go ahead and just review the box. This is gonna be the end of the video. No need to drag it out when we've reviewed kind of everything. Brushes, 10 out of 10. I liked them. They're soft. They're blend. I like how they worked on the eyes. I did only use this one, but I have a feeling that they're all kind of the same. I always feel brushes are a little bit harder to use because I've always used kind of cheaper brushes. I don't know how much these are. These are from Mange, or no, Mange, M-A-A-N-G-E. Mage. That's the brand they're from. Maybe I'll put the price here. But I think they feel soft enough. I feel like they worked. They carried product really good. I liked them. I'm glad to have them because I needed new brushes and I was too lazy to go get any. So these are some great little eyeshadow brushes. Lipstick, 10 out of 10. I really like the color. I like how it applied. It's staying on pretty well. Didn't get any of my teeth. I think if anything, this will be great for like whenever I have to do dance performances or something like that. So I feel like it's a really good dark color, and it looked really similar to the dark color that it was. A lot of the times they don't, and I was going into it very sure that it wasn't going to look like this. Thought it was going to have more of a purple undertone or something that shows up more, or just be a very light pink that you have to layer. You never know with makeup these days how it's going to come off on skin. Speaking of that, I really liked this palette. I went into it thinking I was not going to like it, that it wasn't the right shade range or anything like that. I loved the bronzer. The highlight's pretty. Even the blush was really cute, and it's kind of just a light pink. So, I mean, it was very simple palette, but honestly, it did more than I thought, and I genuinely like how it ended up coming off. Also, another probably 10 out of 10. I liked this eyeshadow palette. I said it earlier. I liked the color story. It's very simple, but you could do a lot with it. And I think I didn't use two colors. I didn't use the green or the gray. So I used majority of them, and I made a look that I really liked. I really like the glitter foil, whatever you want to call it, those two in the middle. That's my favorite type of eyeshadow because of how well it makes the eyes pop. It's very shiny, very shimmery, looks very bold, and you don't have to do a whole lot to make it look like that. So I really liked this as well. The only thing I'm maybe questionable about is the eye cream. And I don't think I'm gonna rate it because like I haven't used it enough to really notice, but my under eyes are not really my main concern. So it's not something I would even gravitate towards anyway. So it's an interesting choice, like getting to try new stuff. I like the packaging. It's just this weird cube type thing. So there was that, but it probably would be ranked lower compared to everything else. I really like this box. I feel like this one was probably my favorite. I had a lot more stuff in it that I really gravitated towards and really liked, and able to do a lot more with than some of the other boxes I've had in the past. If I had to give an overall review for the year, goodness, I don't even know. I think I really liked, is it the January or maybe the December one I got in, because I think that I rounded it out and did December last year. But there was like a little Christmassy palette that was really nice. There was a few other ones that were kind of cool. There was like collab makeup. There was like a British Museum sunscreen I got at one point. There was a lot of just different stuff to it that I got to try. So it was very fun. It was, I believe, $25 a box a month. So it was relatively cheap. You got around like 5 or 6 things. I mean, technically in this one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I know the brushes counted as 5 because they were together, but I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you technically got like 10 items if you count each brush. So it kind of like fluctuated with the amount of stuff you get, depending on what it was or how much stuff cost. So overall, I think it was a really good box. I know the year prior, like last year, maybe the year before, I had tried to get it and it wasn't accepting new people onto it. So I was lucky to even get it for as long as I had it. It has been canceled. We are done with it for this year. This is one that I think that I would go back to though. I really did like reviewing this box and getting to try out different ones. I definitely think I like this box over Ipsy. Because towards the end of Ipsy, I felt like I was getting a lot more like travel size stuff instead of like actual full products. Which I mean, for the price, getting what you got, I guess I understand. Ipsy was a lot cheaper, but I think I would rather just pay the $25 and get a vast variety of indie brand makeup as compared to luxury brand makeup that all kind of is the same. I feel like there's a lot more creativity with the indie brands, so it's really cool to just have an indie brand beauty box, and I feel like that's what this is. So it's really good in that aspect. I would encourage you to go try it yourself. I get nothing from this. I've always linked their Instagram or their website below in case somebody wanted to just try it. I get nothing from that. But it was a really fun box. I really did like it. And I've been chewing gum this entire time, and I apologize. I've like got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm trying to focus, and it's not working. I thought the gum would help me focus. No, it's not. But I really liked it. I think that out of the ones that I've done on here, it's probably in the more top tier. I did have the like food subscription box thing. That was fun. I do miss that sometimes, because sometimes you get a country that was really cool. I remember the Japan food box was amazing. It was phenomenal. I loved it. But I think probably Ipsy is probably in the last place, because it really was, it was fine for how much it cost, I guess, but like what is out there and compared to it's not my favorite thing that I reviewed. But yeah, so that's the end. That is 2024 is coming to an end, and this kind of marks it. I hope you've had fun time watching these ? I hope you've had your own fun thing you are doing in 2024. If not, you should get a monthly thing that you do that you can kind of like have a fun time, and you're looking forward to that one thing a month. But yeah, we've already picked our subscription box for next year. It is Witch Casket. Absolutely love it. I just got done filming a video for that as well. So if you see this gray hoodie, that's why. But I'm kind of enjoying that as well right now. So with that said, that's the end of the video. I'll stop rambling. And I will let you get back to your day. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new here or you're not new here. Turn on the bell to be notified every time I upload, which is every Monday and Friday, and I'll see y'all next time.